Hey guys, last time we left our lesson here, so we will continue. Right now, I have just a text view on the screen. So what I want to do is create a button down here, and whenever someone clicks on that button, I want the text to change. So I will go and drag and drop a button here. Now I will go ahead and change the text of the button to click me. So it just whenever I press return, it will change its text to click me. So um, that now I'm going to change the size of the text in the text view. So I will go to all properties and say text size, and it will come on top, and I will say 24 sp, and it will be bigger than before. I will click save because you should save each time, and now it's centered with respect to the text view. So whenever someone clicks on a button, it is called an event. Whenever someone scrolls, it is an event. Whenever a timer runs out, it is called an event. And we must respond to those events, and those events responded are called listeners. So we will write a listener method. So I will come to the main activity and say public void my listener, and I will say it should always get a view type from the system. And now I want to make changes to this object, so I should get its reference. So I will go ahead and say text view and say my text view. And as I told you before, everything in Android is a view, so I should cast it to text view, and I say find view by ID, and it has an ID. So I didn't mention that I changed the ID of my text view, so it's called, I should change it to fewer properties. Here I change it to my text view, and you should return it, and it will save in the system. Even the button has a ID where it can be referenced, but we will not right now interact with the button as such, but only with the text view. So I got the reference to the text view. Now I will say that I should change the text view, and whenever someone clicks on the text view, I'm sorry, whenever someone clicks on the button, it should change the text of the text view. So I will say you clicked on, kind of funny. Okay, so we did exactly that. Now the single touch event is called on click. So here it is on click, and I should specify which method it should execute. So as I was preparing this, I discovered that if you leave this main activity here, it will crash the app. So I should remove it, and in order to make sure, I should go to the text of the layout and see that it is named as my listener. And you can also like assign listeners to the widgets in the action of in the layout file of that activity. So I will now execute this app. First is running. I should stop whatever was running and click this fresh one, and it should run on this emulator. If you should always use a physical device because it is much faster, and there are a lot of options, and you can interact with your app. But as for the teaching purpose, I'm using an emulator. So right now it says hello world, and if I click on it, it say you clicked on me. So that's it for today, and tomorrow in the next lesson we will explore some more things in the Android.